Welcome back. This is another episode of Bald and Sassy. This is going to be week 2 with Payton McAllister. But we're going to talk. We're doing this in the middle of Thursday Night Football of Jets and Patriots. We figured it's a game that, if we miss it, our lives will go on.
Yeah.
And then Garrett Wilson goes on IR right before the game. And we're like, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah. I mean, what do we got? We got the 8-2 Patriots and the Jets that are 2 wins. Of course, we say that, and then the Jets open up the game with the Justin Fields touchdown.
But then it's like, how are they going to stop the Patriots? They just got rid of their 2 top defenders.
Yep.
You're not going to win at the line, and you're not going to win in the secondary. So I don't know. Do what you're going to do. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Sometimes coaching, after getting rid of some guys like that, all of a sudden, other guys step up. You never know.
We'll see.
Thursday Night Football, and last week it was a really boring game. Broncos won with 10 points, so Thursday night seemed to be kind of a snooze fest recently.
Right. And then Monday night, we were just talking about so happy that these last 2 games on Monday night have just been straight dog water. No one's getting to watch anything. I'm not buying another.
I know. I've been thinking about canceling YouTube TV to be able to get Hulu Plus or whatever, so that I get Hulu has live sports. And Since Hulu is a Disney company, they should be able to have all the games.
It's all on Hulu, yeah.
Yeah.
But will they have the other games?
Yeah. I mean, Hulu has live sports, so it's going to be more than just a.
Oh, yeah. So it'd be any of the local channels, yeah.
Yeah. But you're not going to get NFL Sunday Ticket.
Yeah. So I don't.
Yeah. It's a monopoly. It's dumb.
I think the NFL is going to interject here soon enough and go, hey, you guys need to figure this out. These last 2 games have been the worst Monday night ratings in a decade. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So the NFL guarantees hey, y'all need to figure something out. Google, Disney, figure it out. I don't know what to tell you, but so not showing it on our YouTube TV is not going to happen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Amazon Prime having Thursday night, enough people ahead of the season were able to, have that, and plus so many people just have Amazon Prime anyways. But that's not a big deal. But yeah, when you're talking about one of the main subscription services.
Well, especially it's not like it's $15.
Yeah, no. When YouTube TV started out, it was $35 a month. Now it is a minimum of $82.99.
Yeah, so it's you're not going to get people be like, oh, I'll just get it. No, this is we're back to cable TV prices.
Oh, absolutely.
So you're if I'm paying $100 a month for this, for the point of having football, that's why you have YouTube TV. Every now and then I throw on Big Bang Theory late at night, but let's be real honest.
Yeah, the wife will put on Dancing with the Stars.
You pay for it for the NFL, and when you have one of the main nights of the week, you can't watch a game. We're football junkies. I don't care if it's a bad game. I still want to watch it. I want to fall asleep to it at least. I may not watch the whole thing, but did you see? I read a stat recently. Because last one was Eagles Packers. Packers has been on Monday Night Football for 32 years in a row.
At least one game. Yeah, that's not a surprise.
But Cowboys haven't.
No, but Cowboys are getting more primetime games than.
I know, it's just crazy that that's how good.
They're
They've
just
just
making the playoffs.
It's the smallest market in the entire NFL, and they have been on
the smallest market, quote unquote.
Yeah.
There's fans all over the country.
Yes, but it's not a New York market. It's not
right.
That's all I'm saying. It's just crazy, and they've also, that means they've been good enough for so long that they just, that succession plan of quarterbacks. Jordan Love looking pedestrian.
Yeah, well, recently he started off the year fine. Last season he was looking good, and beginning of the season they were like, "Oh yeah, Jordan Love, he's it, he's the guy." And then
he's the man.
He's having his mid-season lull. We'll see if he bounces back.
Yeah, or if LaFleur keeps his job at the end of the season.
Yeah. Oh, and then Daniel Jones starting off like an MVP, and then last couple of games they're just like, who are you? You're regressing to the Daniel Jones of the past. Yeah. Stop that.
This is why you get 1 year in and see, look, I'm not going to give you some big, what's he on, $10 million?
Daniel Jones?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea.
I think it's a $10 million contract or something.
Is that it?
It's not. I would happily take that. Any football team, if you want me to come out, I'll take $1 million.
I feel like his contract's got to be more than that. He was not on a rookie deal. Yeah, he was coming in to potentially be the backup, but he was going to be fighting for a starting job against Anthony Richardson.
Was he still on, but no one wanted him? Was he still on?
He can't still be on his rookie deal.
No, he signed a deal with the Giants.
Okay.
So I think Colts are only paying him $10 million, maybe.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
Possibly, yeah.
Not a capologist.
I don't care about contracts enough.
Yeah, I'm not here to do that. Dolphins beat the Bills. I don't know what that was. Neither do the Bills. They don't know what that was either. Like, wait, this isn't how this works. And the Bills.
That was A-Chain saying, I got this. Let me carry you guys. Getting like 40 fantasy points. Yeah. Guy, I was afraid coming into the season that A-Chain was a smaller back and was going to get hurt. But he has happily proven me wrong. He's
Do you have him in our dynasty?
I don't have him in Dynasty.
Oh.
I got him in a couple redraft leagues.
I remember his rookie year. I got him in every league. I was in 9 leagues that year.
Mm-hmm.
I got him as the last pick in the draft in every one. And, well, that turned out real good.
Yeah.
Because I think game 3, he threw up like 32 points. And you're like, oh. He was riding my bench for 2 games and then earned his spot and didn't come back.
Yeah. Well, he had to earn the starting spot. I don't think he immediately had it when he was drafted.
No, Mostert got hurt game 2.
Yeah.
And so game 3 comes in and they're like, oh, what? Like, we knew. I mean, we obviously drafted you because you're good, but
yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. We got Panthers losing, which coming into the season I wouldn't have been surprised, but the Panthers are over 500 and are just one of those teams that seems to be, we'll beat the good teams and then we'll lose against the bottom feeders.
Yeah, I mean, and Tyler Shuck though was looking. Have you watched his highlights?
I haven't.
Oh, go ahead, go type in Tyler Shuck highlights versus the Panthers.
Yeah,
bro is looking like him.
Oh, okay. I'll have to go watch.
I mean,
I did
he
not
was
watch
out there.
that game.
He was out there slinging it. There's a couple throws he had that you were like, "That's not everyone can do that."
Yeah. Have the Jets won their last 2 games?
Yeah.
They beat the Browns this week.
Yeah.
And now they're playing the Patriots. But
yeah.
And then I thought the week before
did they traded the people after they beat the Browns or before they beat the Browns?
Before.
Before?
Yeah. So I don't know.
I mean, it helps the Browns can't score. So.
Yeah, but their defense usually carries them. But
yeah. I mean, they gave up 27 points.
And yet they still continue to start Dylan Gabriel, which everyone seems to be angry about.
Yeah. All of the coaches they're talking about are on the hot seat. Stefanski's game never seems to come up. Like, they're just like, yeah, no, he's good. I think it's just because, like, the media loves him. And I'm like, that's just
I feel like they rotate coaches every year or 2.
I mean.
Just like they rotate quarterbacks. It's the Browns.
Yep, it's the Browns, man. They'll play football. That's what they will do. And ruin Myles Garrett.
Bears managed to squeak it out against the Giants after Jackson Dart went out with a concussion. That was sad.
Which ended Dayball.
Yep.
Also, that play call.
Yeah.
The penalty he declined.
Oh, I didn't.
So I think that was a huge part. So
Okay.
there was it was like 3rd and goal. And there was a 12-man on the field penalty. And against the other team. And he declined it, which would have reset to first down. He declined it and kicked a field goal.
That makes absolutely no sense.
Yes. And that was a huge thing when it happened. It was like,
Was
what?
it a time thing? Was there
I've yet to hear a good reason behind it from anyone. It was just one of those things that I think it was just brain fart.
Wow.
But
yeah,
sorry, when you're making that kind of money running a NFL franchise, you don't get to have those brain farts. You get to have
especially in New York.
If you win in games, you can have those brain farts.
Yeah.
When you're out here playing like this,
But
I
think they're also concerned because of all of the injuries and Jackson Dart being a more mobile guy, and I don't think that they were necessarily happy with like how much he's throwing his body out there.
Yeah.
And obviously ended up in concussion. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they start to protect Jackson Dart a little bit more, because he's clearly looking like he should be their franchise guy.
Yeah, I mean he's earned to play out a couple years.
Yeah,
for sure. I mean, number one on the talk is Mike McCarthy.
Okay,
it's the number one. Which honestly, McCarthy wasn't that won a Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know if I see him in New York.
But I mean, if he said yes, I don't think he's the personality I would expect. But you go, he dealt with Green Bay, which, as we just stated earlier, is obviously a big market. Like, even though it's a small market, you're gonna get, and then Aaron Rodgers, as we've very well learned, is not easy to deal with. So the fact that you managed that for so well, then you come to Dallas. Jerry Jones is not easy to deal with, and the Dallas market is on par with the Giants market. I mean, maybe the media market's a little bit bigger up there, sure, and came out here and made Dak better. And if you have a young quarterback like that, like who else are you gonna pick right now? There's not. Ben Johnson's not out there on the. You know what I mean?
Honestly, I think the name that might happen is Gruden.
I mean, maybe
I think he's the name that would be attractive in New York.
Yes.
I think that the media is kind of coming around on him a little bit of, okay,
But he sued the NFL, so I don't know if the NFL is going to push back hard, trying not to let anyone hire him.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he literally sued the NFL. So everyone in these owners already has paid him.
Yep.
And so they're old curmudgeon-y bunch. I can see them being like, yeah, there's no way. Not.
He might be blacklisted. Who knows?
Yeah. I think he'd be good, though. I mean, yeah, honestly, and then Seahawks.
Seahawks are looking amazing. That defense had
insane.
2 touchdowns on 2 strip sacks, like before the Cardinals could do anything.
Where is that graphic? Oh, so I saw this graphic. DeMarcus Lawrence has more touchdowns than CeeDee Lamb.
The same or
CeeDee Lamb has like 1 touchdown. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like about like these of entire teams in the last week, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
How is that a good one? I mean, and then the Rams are. Is Stafford going for another Super Bowl? Like looking at them, that defense is not a joke.
That defense is not.
And their offense is, if he stays healthy.
If him, Puka, and Devontae can stay healthy, and Kyron Williams with Blake Corum kind of keeping each other fresh. Yeah, that offense is looking real dangerous, and their defense is playing well.
I mean, especially in the NFC, who else? Maybe the Seahawks. But I wouldn't. And while Darnold's looking great, I don't trust Darnold over Stafford, right? And even at his best, he's not Stafford.
That's honestly something that I always struggle with, is remembering who's NFC and who's AFC.
I think Lions are another one that I would put, like, if they're at their A game, they can compete with anyone. Eagles.
Yeah.
If they're playing, but they just look weird.
They look weird, man. But they're still winning games.
Yeah, which you got to give, especially Sirianni, you got to give him props. That's what you got to do, honestly.
You got to be able to win ugly.
You just got to, you got to win the game to get to the game, right? But when you get to those playoffs, I don't see some of that. So, the NFC's got some things, but the Rams, man, I don't. And Sean McVay.
They're looking real
strong.
strong.
And Stafford is. There may be one. Oh, we're getting phone calls.
Thought I had it on mute. Oh, that's spam. 661.
Thanks, spam. You're live on the podcast. I saw someone talking about if you did a coach quarterback draft, and I was like, yeah, there might only be one combination I would take over McVay and Stafford.
It depends if you're talking about for a single season or if you're talking about building a franchise around.
Sure, but I'm saying the two that are already together. So if we were to start them all young or now, if you made everything legal, you got 5 years with them.
You don't have 5 years with Stafford.
No, I'm just saying if you made all things equal,
yeah.
like in any given season,
I mean, I'm still taking Mahomes.
I'd take Mahomes and Andy Reid. And the only other one I think might play with that is Herbert and Harbaugh.
Yep, that's a good combo.
That's a good combo. But outside of that, you look at, am I taking Josh Allen and who's the head coach again? But no.
I don't. Now you got me thinking Stefanski.
It's not Stefanski, yeah. But I mean, I'd take Josh Allen, but I'm not. I would take San Francisco coach, but not
Brock Purdy.
Yeah, I'm not putting him up again. So you get
D'Amico Ryans with C.J. Stroud.
B+ on both of them. Like they're both. You'd be happy to have either one of them, but.
Well, yeah.
Putting them up against,
Matt Stafford is a special arm talent. And if you're talking about if he still had like another good 5 years in him with McVay, yes. Then he would probably be a top 5 option as far as possibly top 3 as far as coach and QB combo. But, yeah, Chargers beat the Steelers. They continue to make things happen. Lions bounced back and whooped on the Commanders. But
that was you could tell that was a game. They're like, hey, this is for last year.
Yeah, and it's also they don't have Jaden Daniels, with him being out and them having to play Mariota and still not having Terry McLaurin back. That offense doesn't look the same. I feel like at this point they're tanking the year.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say they're tanking yet, but they're not like if they lose some more games, they're like, okay, well we knew we needed some parts, and so we'll just get some better draft picks and retool.
Yeah,
and we've got wide receiver, we've got quarterback, they've got some pieces, but they need some more defensive players. They need some linemen.
Yeah, I mean, where they were at coming into the season, they're hoping to basically get at and maybe add another couple pieces coming into the next year.
Yeah.
But, it's going to be all about when Jaden Daniels actually comes back for that team. Because Mariota is not the answer.
Yeah, but Mariota is proof. You just by being a nice and likable person, you can make a lot of money. Because that's really why he is still in the NFL, because everybody freaking loves him.
Jameis Winston? Who's getting a start this week?
I mean,
he's going to be starting for the Giants.
I know. Do I put him up on my start? Do I start him?
I mean,
he could
have 3 other starting quarterbacks.
It's my dynasty. So I mean, it's like Rodgers, Geno Smith, Penix, and Gabriel. But I can start 3 of them, right? Rodgers, I think his high end is like 18.
I think you got to play him this week because I'm pretty sure they play Cincinnati, which anybody playing the Bengals defense, you pretty much start him.
Especially Winston can throw up points.
Oh, I was talking about
Rodgers?
Rodgers, yeah.
Okay. I mean, but I feel like he caps at 20. And then I have Geno Smith. I don't trust him, so if I have anyone that I trust even a little bit, I'll put him in. Dylan Gabriel is going to give me 14 points.
I think
Michael Penix is still he's having a few good weeks, but he's averaging, 18.
I think because of matchups this week, I like Geno because they're playing the Cowboys. And I like Rodgers because they're playing against the Cincinnati Bengals. And Rodgers, just 2 or 3 weeks ago, put up 4 touchdowns and 250 passing yards against them. So
I guess our Packers are playing Giants this week. Giants.
Yeah. So I don't know if I like Jameis Winston against the Packers defense that just held the Eagles to, what was it, 10, 17, something like that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Aaron Rodgers on the Steelers. I was like, no, Aaron Rodgers is playing the Giants, bro.
You were thinking
it's not playing the Bengals.
To him on the
Sorry, I forget. Yeah. You're so long, you're like, we did mention it is at night right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
And anyone who doesn't know me, I usually get up at 3:30 or 4:30. So 8:30 is bedtime, not brain time.
No.
All right. Yeah. No. Bucks Bills should be a really good game. I'm excited for that one.
Yeah. I think Bears Vikings. I mean,
division game I think they're going to play each other real well. Seahawks Rams. That is going to be lock in because that could tell us a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, that's for the division, basically.
Seahawks defense. Yeah, that's going to be a fun game to watch.
Yeah, there's a lot of Chiefs Broncos will be good too.
Lions Eagles.
Man, that 3:00 slot is looking. Lions Eagles at night. There you go. Cowboys Raider next Monday night. Is that 2 Monday nights back to back? Yeah, that is.
What?
They were. Cowboys are next week's Monday night, and they were last week's, weren't they?
No, they were Thursday.
Were they Thursday?
Oh no, it was.
No, they were the third.
Broncos were the ones that were.
The Thursday night.
Okay.
So Cowboys skipped a Monday, and they have 2 Monday nights, almost back to back.
And
That's crazy.
Then the Raiders also go from Thursday night to Monday night. So
And they're just playing 2 not great teams. Like,
good job with those primetime games.
see, it's when you see stuff like that you go, are we sure there's not collusion with like ESPN and YouTube? Because if you're going to have any stretch of Monday Night Football games that is not going to have complete uproar, because like people get upset, but you go, yeah, well,
I mean, they're fan bases that are big. Like,
yeah,
the Raiders are across the country. The Cowboys are across the country.
That's
have
true.
a good following. So, I mean, they're going for the viewership. That is going to be like.
They don't care how good the game is. They care how many people watch it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to dive into part 2 with Payton McAllister. Catch y'all next week. And we're back. Wow. That was a good one, Peyton. I was like, we didn't plan that. Back. This is Payton McAllister, part 2.
Hello, guys.
He is related to Kevin McAllister.
And Peyton Manning.
And Peyton. No, you're not related by first name. That'd be weird.
Don't leave him alone.
Do you know who Kevin McAllister is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come
From
on.
Home Alone.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
You weren't alive when
I
that came
watch
out.
Christmas movies.
You watch Christmas movies? What about Die Hard?
I've heard of it.
It's a Christmas movie. It's the greatest Christmas movie ever. It's set at Christmas time.
Batteries or something.
Batteries? Did you say?
No, I'm talking about the AutoZone. They did like a spin-off, but it was like for batteries, the brand Die Hard.
Okay,
No?
I don't think Die Hard
Just
is.
me?
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what YouTube holes you're going down, but we're watching different videos, bro.
It was just an ad. It wasn't.
Sure. Whatever.
O'Reilly.
Auto parts.
Die Hard batteries.
Oh, here's an old one. Do you know? I want my baby back, baby back, baby back.
Arby's.
Chili's,
Oh,
baby
yeah,
back
yeah,
ribs.
You know what I do miss? The 2 guys for Sonic that sat in their car. Y'all don't know what I'm.
No, I remember this.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
What?
There was 2 guys just sitting in a car, just talking.
I think one of them was named Kevin or something.
One would always say like something really random.
Oh yeah,
basically
yeah.
like shower thoughts, basically.
Oh yeah.
Or
You know what I also sometimes miss?
What?
Some of the vines. Storytime.
Oh yeah.
Those were great. I loved the Storytime vines.
And then original YouTube.
That was weird. That original YouTube, man, was weird. Have you ever gone
Yeah,
watch
I remember
Post
that.
Malone's first music video? Go look up Post Malone's first music video. You
Was
go,
he in like high school or something?
yeah, it's bad. He went to school here. Little L.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So into this episode.
Yeah. So, anyways, we're gonna just listen to Post Malone's new album and critique it. We're not gonna do that. So, quick recap of last week, since this is two-parter. You can always just go listen to it again. But if you don't want to do that, we're talking with Payton just about how over this last season it seemed like with work and school and wrestling and stuff like that, he's kind of drifted away from some of his habits and being in his community as much as he should have and stuff like that. And we touched a little bit on what changes can be made and things he wants to do in the future. But we're going to dive a little bit more on kind of the return, quote unquote, in this episode. So, yeah.
Peyton, what was it that really like triggered you wanting to come back? What was the feeling, or what triggered? Okay, I'm missing this. I really need to get back in community. Like, what was that thing that kind of sparked that for you, or was there something?
Honestly, I think it was kind of like a conviction, like, hey, this is not where I want to be. I see the path I'm going down, and I don't think this leads to a brighter future. So it was that moment where I was like, hey, I need to start now. I need to change my life. I need to carve out some time in my busy schedule.
And I don't think it's entirely a change. You had the good habits. You were attending group every week. You were attending church, but then you kind of stepped away for a little bit. So really like trying to find the way back.
Yeah, just make yourself kind of do it again. Yeah. Well, and I think too, like God doesn't just call us out of it, right? So obviously, like He's not just calling you out of it; He's calling you back with a purpose, right? Mm-hmm. And so I guess a little bit of that, like, what do you feel like? I mean, and maybe you don't know, right? This is a huge question. But like, what do you feel like? Why do you feel God's calling you back?
I feel like I have leadership qualities, and so I think I'm still in the middle of it, but I think I can use my testimony to bring others with me and bring others to small group, back to the church. And so I'm working through that, praying over it, trying to dive in the Word and kind of see where God's calling me to lead and to help.
It's awesome. Definitely, realizing sometimes like the purpose of calling God has on your life can also help create those habits right through that, because the bigger the calling is, the bigger the habits you need, right? You're not just was there a moment or anything that you just was there that moment that you can remember and be like, man, what am I doing? Like, I need to get back to where I was? Or did it just kind of, when
was
did
it
you
just like a general feeling of like, okay, I've been doing all this and like now I know that I'm missing it, or something isn't there that I used to have?
I would say it was definitely a feeling. I was just out of it. I wasn't really. I had recently gotten broken up with, and so I tried to find love in other ways. Like, I would go hang out with girls all the time. Like, I would waste my money just going on dates and just waste my time. And ultimately, it just left me feeling more empty than before. And that's when I realized I'm searching for the wrong kind of love. I need to be searching for God's love. And so that really was the turning point for me. It made me realize that that's not what I need right now. And so once I figured that out, that allowed me to search and just build a relationship with God.
That's awesome.
My mind is just like, I feel like going on a tangent off of that, because like that almost makes me feel like, all right, you were prioritizing like the relationship with the significant other a lot more than you were, where you had been prioritizing God. You started prioritizing, your relationship with the girl and also like work. And like with those things, and you had those things for a while, and then all of a sudden like you just felt empty, like the floor just kind of dropped out from under you when you realized, oh, like I don't have God anymore. I mean, that's, I feel like that's a story we've all kind of,
well, I mean, I feel like it goes like Romans 12:2. It says, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Like, it's literally like, what does the world tell you to do? Well, if you're lonely, go find someone. You're all this, right? Like, there's a book called Good is the Enemy of Great. But like, you can have a great girl, or girl's a guy in your life, right? That's someone that loves the Lord and is good to you. But if they're not pushing you on to pursue the Lord on your own, they can be good, but they can still not be what's best for you, right? And like, we really be careful with relationships, because it's very easy for it to be like, not that she's a bad person, not that it's like she doesn't love the Lord, not any of these things, but if it's taking away from that, like a good person would be like, go spend time with your friends, go like do that, and not like, but I want to keep you all to myself, right? Like, so that's really hard in high school, because it's hard to, you're still figuring out who you are as people. But you see it 20, 30-year-olds, people like, oh, they have, you feel about that guy be like, oh, where's John been? Well, he's got a girlfriend. Oh, okay. Well, we'll see him in a few months. All right. Like, right? Like, that's not, be the consistent person. Like, be who you are.
Yeah, I think finding somebody that can help guide you in that walk and want to be part of that is really important.
And that encourages it. I mean, even with like me and my wife, right? Like we're very different people, but like she like wanted to. I didn't have any PTO left, and she's like, "Well, I want to go back to my friend's like baby shower." I go, "All right, then go." Like, I don't have to go with you. Like, go. And then there's times when like, "Hey, I want to go hang out with the buddies," and all right, bye. Like it doesn't have to be like
do everything together.
Yeah, and I think some of that is looking long term versus short term, right? When you think it doesn't, it might you're like, I don't know what this is, and it might be over soon. Then like you want to like hoard it, but if you're looking long term, you're just like, yeah, well, you don't want to be the guy that also like ditches your girlfriend 6 nights a week to go hang with your buddies.
Right.
But it's finding that healthy give and take. So what do you think are you doing? What have you started doing differently? I mean, this is a kind of a relatively recent pivot you've done to kind of come back to your habits. What do you feel like you're doing differently now to stay close to God and to make sure you don't drift back away?
Yeah, so it's a very busy time for me, and with school, wrestling, football, all of that, I've kind of just decided, hey, I need to start planning my days. And so I legit have 20 alarms for my entire day. It's when I wake up, time for prayer, time for breakfast, like my entire day is planned so that I make sure I complete every task that I have.
It's good. I say it all the time. Anyone knows me, my calendar is my boss. And if it's not on my calendar, people are like, well, why you didn't show up? I was like, did you send me an invite on the calendar? No? Well, that's why. If it ain't on there, it ain't happening. I'm like Ron Burgundy with the teleprompter with my calendar. Why'd you go to this? Because my calendar told me to. Oh, no. You put it on there. Just my wife knows. She puts it on there like, I'm going. I don't have to.
Yeah, I'm the exact opposite. I don't look at my calendar app. My wife gets on me about not looking at it. And she's like, I put it on the calendar. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I live by it. But I also know myself. Part of it is I know myself in the moment. I'm a spontaneous person. So in the moment, I'm squirrel, I'm this or I'm that. So I really try to trust my past self. Trust the person who planned out that like, hey, this is... Like even in work, I tell my all the time, like, hey, trust past you that he did what he was supposed to do. Because sometimes I'll be like, oh, did I do this? And I was like, I'm just going to go ahead and trust my past self that I planned this accordingly. So it's like with your calendar, it's like you're trusting yourself that like I put what I need to do to succeed today. So I'm just going to do this. Right? So yeah, I mean, you're going into wrestling, doing that. I mean, Christmas is almost here. Yeah, that's like you're almost to your last semester of your senior year.
Yeah.
So consistency I think is a big key thing, right? And you want to talk a little bit more on that?
Yeah. Like with wrestling coming up, it's a hard sport, man. It's not for everybody.
Ew.
And staying consistent is difficult. You really have to build a mental discipline to really just get through your days. And especially as we hit February, state comes around, it's really hard to still have the drive to complete. And so, having the mindset that I'm not going to quit, it really like floods into your prayer life. Like, hey, I want this relationship with God. I'm not going to quit. I may fall down the wrong path, but I'm going to get right back up. I'm going to go even harder.
And do you find that getting that strength from God and getting into your studies can also help you like with wrestling?
Yeah, of course. I think when I dive into prayer, it also brings me a peace that is like no other. I think praying before matches just gives me the confidence that God's in control and He's going to take care of me.
Yeah. But I think too, like sometimes it's very similar with wrestling or with, life and your walk is looking, saying begin with the end in mind, right? If I talk about like with fasting a lot, like when people try to fast, I tell people like the number one thing that's going to be your enemy is when like a lot of people are going to be like, how long are you fasting? As long as I can. You're not going to make it very long. But if you're like, I'm not I'm fasting until Wednesday at 6 p.m. Well, now you have a goal, right? And so it's the same thing. Like, I think sometimes you're like, now that you like want to go to college, it makes, even though it's the end of the season and you're like, I'm tired, I'm beat, you're like, but I know I have to do this now if I want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think if you could find those things about yourself, like looking at us, and like I look back and be like, if I had taken my faith and walked more seriously when I was your age, like how much better would I be able to lead my family now? Right. So like those things, like what if I had created those habits even earlier? And so it's like looking long term, like you've talked about how you want to have a family one day and you want to like, so if you want to be a great husband and a great dad, like part of that is going to be like consistency is going to matter. Are you the person who does what he says he's going to do?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because if I'm looking at any girl and they're like, what should I look for in a man? Like one of the big things, he does what he says he's going to do.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes he reads his Bible, sometimes he doesn't. Okay, so sometimes he's going to lead you towards Christ, and sometimes he's not. Like that's you right. Like we want to act like they're different, but like we, especially as men, I feel like we need to get a little harsh with ourselves and be like, hey, if I say this is what I want, like what do I need to do to get there? Because it doesn't happen by accident. No one wakes up and is just like a great husband or a great dad, right? No one wakes up and is a state championship wrestler. You don't just be like, what happened? Oh, just stretched one morning and I was like, pinned. Like, it's not how that works. Like it takes a lot of time, right? And so if you can approach your spiritual life with that same vigor, that it's like I've got a big goal, but like big goals take big disciplines, right? So I think another one would be like, we talked about it a little bit. I mean, you talked about consistency, right? Like it's super important. But like, what is it like just surrendering your desires to what you know to be? Because like with wrestling, you have to do that. You have to surrender your time, your schedule and your calendar.
Your diet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Your joints.
Man,
all the things.
My back is so messed up from
Yeah.
wrestling.
Oh yeah, the back especially is lumbar. So what do you feel like how is like being surrendering to the Lord's will a little bit more? How does that play a role?
Could you dive a little bit deeper into that? Yeah,
I mean, so even talking about like surrendering or sacrificing, right? Like giving up your morning, giving up your time, that it's like, it's not mine. Especially if I'm going to call Christ my Lord and Savior, like we earmark on that Savior word a lot, but like Lord is like, he sets my path. He, everything is through the lens of pleasing the Lord, right? Like in old times, like the Lord gave you permission on everything, like where you could live, how long you worked, all those kind of things. It's time to go home. Yeah.
One of those alarms we were
talking about. Push-ups, let's go. No, the cords would get in the way of doing that. And so from that, you're surrendering part of your own desires, right? Like that I'm going to get up. When I say I'm going to get up, because I have to in order to do this. Also in high school, if you're surrendering to get up, you're surrendering your nights because you got to go to bed.
Yeah, I think a big part of that is understanding that this is all for my future. This isn't for now.
So,
and
yeah.
Understanding that this is turning me into the person that I ultimately want to be. And so keeping that in mind, it really helps me when I don't want to go to bed early, but I know that I have to get up in the morning because I have practice, or I have to get up in the morning because I have to do a Bible study. I think thinking ahead really helps.
Yeah, generating that self-discipline is huge in every aspect of life.
Yeah.
And I mean, my mind is kind of being taken towards financially. Like, it'd be great. Like, oh yeah, I want to get that PS5. And it's just like, no, like, do I want to do that? Or do I want to start like putting away $100, per paycheck towards a 401k? It sounds really boring, but
down payment on a house, or,
right. Like,
yeah.
Start putting aside that setup for future, and having that self-discipline is absolutely huge.
I think if you can get that now, and maybe you tell me, Chris, for you, I feel like for me, some of the disciplines actually got easier once getting married. Mm-hmm. In that, like, before everything I was doing, like I'm doing it unto the Lord, right? But a lot of it was for me.
Uh-huh.
Whereas, like, it's easier for me to work out more regularly because like I want to be in shape for my wife. Like, if it's just me, I'm like, I'll be fine. I'm pretty good. Like, it's easy to eat better. It's easy to get up and be in my Bible a little bit more because I was like, I want to. Like, it's not a competition, but like I've told her, and like anyone that knows me, like this won't surprise you, but like I want to be that husband that like people look at like, man, I want my husband to act more like you. Like, yeah, like that's I want to be an example of that. I want to be someone that my wife is proud to follow and all that kind of things. So it does get easier there, but easier, not different, in that if you don't have the disciplines, it's not like all of a sudden you're gonna get married and be like, and now I work out 6 days a week and read 3 books every month. Like, no. And so, yeah, if you can create that now, you're just condensing time frames.
This may be a little silly, but I would
This
say
is Bald and
honestly,
Sassy, so
honestly, I feel the same way. I tend to keep this in mind a lot with everything I do. Like, I tried to, keep myself out of trouble by thinking about my future wife, saying like, maybe I shouldn't do that because I want to honor my future wife as best as possible. And I really took that to heart. I try to live accordingly and saying no to certain things like, hey, I'm not going to do that. I want to honor my future wife. And that really has been big for me.
I think when I was younger, I wasn't thinking about the God impact as much. I was thinking more like with me and my studies, I was always worried about, I didn't get into drugs because I wanted to have the opportunity to do whatever I wanted in the future. And I didn't want to find myself ever, if I wanted a government job, having to get hooked up on a lie detector and be like, have you smoked marijuana? No, I have not.
Define smoke.
Right. Like having to go through like different questions and just
Marijuana, I haven't heard of it. What is this?
Is that new?
Going through.
Is that what the kids
Is that
are
what the
doing?
new kids thing's doing? Is that 6'7"?
Yes, you did that.
I went there. What's up, guys?
But anyways, it just like I always had that on my mind of, do you ever want to find yourself in that situation where you have to admit to something in the future and own up to that, or do you just want to be clean now and just be able to like have that confidence when you step into a room of, no, I put in the time, I was self-disciplined, and now like I can walk that path a lot more comfortable now and not have to, apologize for my past.
Exactly.
That was a big driver for me.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that's great that you're looking ahead. I think it's just gonna help you a lot, right? Especially like as men, like having something outside of us that we're working for just makes it, I think, easier, right? Like I used to joke, but honestly, it wasn't a joke. Like if tomorrow, like he's not gonna say it now because I am married. But like before, when I was single, I'd be like, if tomorrow, like God showed up to me, be like, you're not getting married and you're not having kids. Everything about how I do is gonna change. I was like, cool, I don't need to make as much money. I don't need as nice of a couch. Like, I don't need all these things. Cool, I'm probably moving to Africa and becoming a missionary. Like, we're done. I was like, I can live on the street. We're fine.
Yeah.
Right. There's a lot of things where, as men, too, that, like, women are good for us. And so I think it's really healthy now if you're looking at that and looking through that lens, because one day you're going to be able to go look at your wife and be like, yeah, no, this is how much, like, I've loved you before I knew you. Because I've been thinking about you and preparing myself to be the husband you need to be. So I think any last little bit encouragements of to anyone that's trying to come back to the path.
Yeah, just understand that it's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard, the struggle of wanting to live your teenage years, but also still wanting to live for God. It is very hard, but I think it's very freeing once you get past that and once you really begin your faith journey, I think.
Teenagers were fun. Being married is way more fun.
Exactly.
Way more fun. I'm just going to say, like, I had a blast my teenage years. I'm like, man, if I could have just been more. Right, one of my favorite phrases is, I have a lot of phrases I like. One of my favorite ones is, you can either play now and pay later, or you can pay now and play later. Either way, you're gonna have to pay. So it's like I would if I go back, I'd be like I would have just worked my butt off till I was 25 and be like I'm good. I don't need to play right now. Like we're gonna get it, and then you hit your 30s and you're like it. So all right, I guess one little last verse right you was talking about right in John 10:10 it says the thief only comes to steal, kill, and destroy, but I came to give life and have it abundantly. Like I think the lie we believe a lot of the time is all these things, like you were saying, like finding the girl, finding all this stuff can make you happy. While dating and wrestling, and none of that is a bad thing, right? Mm-hmm. If that's where we're searching for our joy, it will come up lacking every single time. Okay. And then it's just going to be empty. And the last words of wisdom, Senor Hathaway?
No, you guys did a great job covering all the different points of view on this one.
All right. Catch y'all next week. Peace.
Bye, everyone.
That is still recording.
All right. Thank you all for having me.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Tried to